the police service is one such service among the civil services which catch people's attention, because people associate it with so much of action and bravery and other things. And all these ideas they get mainly from the movies, but real life could be a bit different. Today we are going to get an insight into the life of an Indian police service officer. With me is Ranjan Kumar Sharma, a 2006 batch IPS officer of Maharashtra. So Ranjan, people's perception is that police is all about action and catching criminals, and all that physical thing they attribute more to the service. So my first question should be like, is it all about action or is it beyond that?
For an IPS officer, initial year of service requires more action on the field, like when we are posted as ASP, Assistant Superintendent of Police, or Additional Superintendent of Police. That time we go to the field on a regular basis, and that time we have to attend all the crime scenes, all the law and order situations. After some years, when we are posted as Superintendent of Police or Commandant of some battalions and other organization also, there our main work becomes administrative, and we have to focus more on the financial management aspect, administration aspect, and human resource management aspect. So it is like that.
One thing which the young aspirants ask who want to be part of police services, they are not much into this physical activities, and they think that the whole thing, you need to have some physical standard like that of army. So my question is a person who does not have any background in physical activities, can they get trained properly in IPS?
Yes, for the police service, even some candidate is not very physically fit, but during training, our SVP NPS, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel National Police Academy, is a wonderful academy, and I rate it one of the best academy in India as well as in the world. That makes even the fat people or fat candidate a very slim person, and they can do all kinds of physical activities which an army person can do. For my example, when I joined NPA, I was not able to run for 100 meters, but within 2 months, they made me run for 10 kilometers. So that is the beauty of the training of National Police Academy.
So the training in NPA you were talking about, there is a lot of emphasis given to the physical training, obviously, because we have to pick up a lot of skills. What about the other part of it, like the indoor training? What all things you learned actually?
In indoor training, main emphasis is on Indian Police Acts like IPC, CRPC, Evidence Act, then there is forensic medicine, forensic science. These type of subjects are taught there, and with some practical experience. And for outdoor training, all kind of physical activities is there, and basic focus is on the parade and drills.
So do you think after with this many years of experience in the field, do you think they should add anything more into the syllabus while training itself?
Yes, there is always a scope for improvement there. So some subjects like the media management should be there. More focus should be on cyber crime, more focus should be on economic offences, because this is in the recent trends. Now the economic crime, cyber crimes are growing, and the more fatal thing is that economic plus cyber crime is increasing. So the academy is also doing that, but that kind of suggestion or that kind of improvement is required, because in the field we face more problems in these type of crimes. In regular IPC crimes, there are set of patterns, but in economic offences or cyber crime, always there will be change from different criminals, different organizations, or from different fields. So that is a challenge.
So after the training in the academy, passing out, and after the probation, once when a person is getting a field post, so what would be the responsibility in your first posting, like ASP, that is the case?
As an ASP, our main duty in Maharashtra, I will talk about Maharashtra because I am posted here. So as an ASP, first of our responsibility is maintaining law and order, and we have to prevent all kind of law and order situation. Then prevention of crime, and if even after that taking all precautions, all preventive measures, some crime happens, then we have to visit the crime scene, we have to detect the case, and we have to ensure that it is investigated properly, and the charge sheet or final report is sent to the court.
So after that, usually after the ASP thing, what will be the next posting?
After Assistant Superintendent of Police, the next promotion is the Additional Superintendent of Police. Additional Superintendent of Police is a midway type of post between Superintendent of Police and Assistant Superintendent of Police, because as an Additional Superintendent of Police, we have to visit crime scenes, we have to go in the law and order situations also. Besides that, we have to do many types of administration activities also. Then we have to conduct training programs, workshops, these kind of things is the primary duty of Additional SP. After Additional SP, then the officers are posted as Superintendent of Police. The Superintendent of Police, you are the main officer for the police department there, like the guardian of the police force, you are the leader of the police force, you are the main manager of the police force. So SP's responsibility is very wide, and we have to do all kinds of resource management, like human resource management, financial management, administration of all the activities, we have to do media management, we have to do all the public relation management, all kinds of things are there.
People always talk about the political interventions whenever services like IAS or IPS are talked about. So political intervention, is it more when you are in this field post, or it is always there, like even if you move up?
In my opinion, political intervention or political pressure, these connotes the negative sense. In my opinion, we are living in a democratic country with a system of headed by the political representatives. So it is a political consultation process. Because many times I was benefited from the political persons because they work on the grassroots, they have the knowledge of their area, because we go there for 2-3 years and they are living there since their childhood, and they have more knowledge, they have more connections, people open up more before the political representatives, so they can give valuable suggestions. So this should be a political consultation type of things, and as I am the student of public administration, so I am very much admirer of Mary Parker Follett. She had given a theory of win-win situation. So there is a problem, if there is a situation or there is a problem, then there may be multiple solutions. So we should try to find the solution which will be like a win-win situation for all the participants or all the parties. So if we go for the political consultation, then it is always better to give a different kind of idea there, because we have the information channel or we have the suggestion channel from our department or other government department, but we take the feedback or we take the consent from political persons, then our decision can be more proactive, more practical. So I think in this manner I see this political intervention or political pressure kind of thing.
When since I started talking about the influence of movies and the difference between that and reality, two things particularly I'm concerned, the contrast between the real life and the movie life. One thing is, in movie it's always one person, one hero goes and solves all the problems. But in real life it seems that it is really a teamwork. So I want you to comment on that.
Yes, I personally believe that it is a teamwork. One person can do something very excellent for 1 or 2 days, but for a longer period, teamwork is required. If we have a very good team, then we can do lots of things, we can solve the problem easily, we can help the people in a better way. So teamwork is more important.
to keep up the morale of your subordinates, that also like often talked about. So can you tell me something about that?
On that line, my personal theory is like that if I am heading a police force of 2000, 3000 persons, then all police force members are my family members type of thing. They are all my friends, they are all my colleagues. So first what I do when some constable or even some junior officer, subordinate officer come to my office, I make him sit in front of me. Because I generally tell my subordinate junior officers also that they should follow this kind of practice. By that doing this, that we are showing that we are making that officer or that constable comfortable, then he or she speaks up all mind, then we can understand the actual problem. If we are not understanding the actual problem and we are giving some solution, that solution generally will not be the best solution. So first we should understand the solution, and for understanding the solution, the officer who has come to us or officer whom we are dealing with, he should be comfortable, he should have faith in our leadership, he should have faith in that officer, then he will speak up his mind and the actual solution or more pragmatic solution can be given.
In movies, another thing is normally you see the hero acts he gets very angry seeing something and then he goes and backs up with a lot of emotion. But in real life, getting emotional when there is a crisis, I don't think it will be much helpful. What do you say?
No, in real practical situation, we have to control our emotions, because if we are emotional, then there are chances that we can commit some mistake. And if we are emotional, then our subordinates or our force, they can see that we get emotional easily. So in that case, they will not perform better and they will always be in a different kind of instructions or different kind of situation. So we should control the emotions and we should try to handle the situation practically and with all our resources in our hand. But we should not show the emotions to our force also, to the public also. It should be a practical approach where emotions are not visible.
Another issue people talk about is related to the human rights violation and custodial deaths, which sometimes happens, even though it's not that often. So, is the police force changing anything, or because there's third degree and all other things are age-old practices? Are we shifting to a more scientific approach, or still this kind of practices are going on?
No, police force is also modernizing it like other organizations also, and due to all these legal pressures, media pressures, and even senior officers pressures, public pressure, now police force is also improving its working style, its culture is also improving, and now the new entrants are coming to the police force. They are highly educated, because in constabulary sometimes we found that some doctor is coming, some engineer is coming, some postgraduate is coming, some PhD persons are coming. So their approach is different. Earlier our force was less educated, like first started with 7th pass, then 10th pass, then 12th pass, that kind of people were coming. Even now the criteria is 12th pass only, but the people are coming for the even constable's job with that higher, like BCom, BSc, BA, MA, PhD, maybe more like doctor, engineer are also coming for that. So now the approach is changing. So that earlier style of handling is changing now. Now people are more mature, more educated and more technically sound. So they are bringing many kinds of innovations there, and scientific interrogation or scientific investigation techniques are coming in.
Especially when you are on the field, how important it is to keep a good rapport with the general public when thinking about prevention of crimes?
There may be different styles with the different officers, but I made it very simple. Whenever I have worked, I have announced one of my personal number to the general public. Generally, I keep 2 mobile numbers, and one number will be for the general public, another will be for my family members or close friends. So on that number, I expect that people will send me messages or WhatsApp, or sometimes in emergency situation they can call also. So I am better informed that, and I get lots of information from the public, and it has helped me a lot in preventing many law and order situations, detecting many crimes within very short period. So this has helped a lot. Then media person, all have my numbers because media persons get lots of information. So if there is something regarding law and order situation or some crime, they can immediately message me. I get information before many other officers, even SHO of that police station, and it has helped me a lot. So that is my style of functioning. Other officers have different style of functioning. They adopt different kind of techniques to go with the media, go with the public. But this is also a style.
Nowadays, yeah, some people may use social media a lot regarding this. So, have you been into social media while you were in charge of a district?
Yes. Now in Maharashtra, I think all district police organization have their own website. Then all are very active in Twitter. They have also accounts on Facebook. So and Telegram also. So this kind of interaction with the social media is already there.
So, over a period of time, do you see people's approach towards police in coming to a police station and registering complaint? Has it increased, improved, or people are still afraid of police?
No, it has improved because in city areas, many times we go to the police station and we will find that lady complainant is also there at night. Even midnight lady complainant there. So that kind of confidence is increasing nowadays. There may be some incidents, but it is not a regular practice kind of things. Now people are coming in the night also to give complaint. Daytimes also they are coming. Sometimes some people may be afraid, that is a reality. But now every senior officer is also approachable, at least in Maharashtra. So people can come if they have some problem with the police station level. They can come to the ASP, SDPO level or SP level or additional SP level or city area, SCP, DCP, all are very approachable. So they can go there and give their complaint.
After this, district posting and after now in your case it is like 15 years. So what are the future career prospects for an IPS person, like deputation and other kind of things?
IPS officers have lots of opportunity available. Like if they go for deputation, then they can go for the IB also, then NAE also, cabinet secretariat also, then many sectoral ministries also. Besides that, many public sector undertakings also. So there are lots of opportunities, and even after the retirement, they join as vigilance commissioners, information commissioners, right to public service commissioners, and some go to the politics also. They will have become governors. Our NSA is also from IPS only. The NSA is also from IPS only. So there are lots of opportunity available.
One last question, many people just put IPS and they just land in that service. So they may not be having any preparation mentally at least. So for the future candidates who actually want to be part of IPS, what would be your advice?
This is also for the IPS as well as other civil services, that whoever is coming to these kind of service, they must be a committed person, and their mindset should be very clear that they are coming here for service purpose, because they can earn money in any field. But here, if they are coming because lots of people have faith in them, and if they are not doing their duty properly, then the public faith is broken, and that we should not do. So if we are committed that yes, we are coming here for service, then we should come here. Otherwise, nowadays there are lots of opportunities available. They can go in that field. So, in my opinion, committed person with very good integrity, with very good behavior with the general public, they should come to the service, so that public will be benefited and real public service can be done.
Thank you, Ranjan. That was quite informative, and I hope you understood a little bit more about how the system works in police service. Thank you for watching.